Voodoo. She's the rider on a pale horse. She's famine. She's pestilence. Utter destruction with no remorse. She yells, I gotta find me a man that will do to me what you can no longer do. She's always on the prowl, searching for a fix. Wouldn't be surprised if she turned a few tricks. Slapstick, chopsticks, and chapstick. She's looking for a man that can do a hat trick. Hustlers with hounds, rednecks, and hicks. She was gorgeous, I know. And how could that much hell come from something so beautiful? I mean, who knew? But you see, it's too late. The die has been cast, the spell spoken. For you've been touched by her voodoo. She is death in a dress, an empress of disaster, a whore no less. Her body sings as she walks. Her lips are always puckered when she talks. You ain't never seen a woman before that fine. Strangled by the strands of her web, she's playing with your mind. It seemed like the right thing to do at the time, but who knew? The die has been cast, the spell spoken, for you've been touched with her voodoo. Her words were the lore. Her intentions seemed pure, classy and demure. Come here, son, let me see your neck. Man, looks like you've been bitten already, injected with a poison for which there is no cure. As you innocently walked with her for an evening stroll, she stole your heart, your mind, and your soul. And she's imprisoned your spirit, and she has full control, and she's going to drag you down to the pit that's as black as coal. For this is just the beginning. You see, she's on a roll. And you didn't want to see the signs, for that's what happens when you let your guard down. She dressed you in a costume and made you a clown, and when she's finished with you, you'll be lucky if there are any pieces left to be found. Now you're confused, you're in a remote place, and there's no one else for help for miles around. It's too late to cry for help. Now you're gagged and bound, and you struggle in silence, for you can't make a sound. They say hell has no fury like a woman scorned, but I beg to differ. There are punishments much worse. There are penalties much stiffer. A woman's scorn can't be handled by men like me and you. But never mind a woman's scorn. What should concern you is her voodoo. I'm telling you, fellas, be content with what you got, or else you'll find yourself in a really tight spot, and your family will be picking out a cemetery, a burial ground, a headstone, and a plot tailor-made just for you. The other woman is always poison. You get hooked, the addiction starts to scream, but you can't silence the noise and all the drama, so what do? Before you know it, she's done swallowed you up, and she's leading you around on a leash like a pup, and she continuously offers you vintage wine from her cup. For you tried to resist, but by then you done got. Yep, it's much too late. And now the hunter is the hunted. Your dreams are smashed, your hopes destroyed, your growth is stunted. It's fourth and goal, you have no options, so you punt it. They're your demons that you're wrestling with. They're the things that you've confronted. You see, it was impossible to say no to a body like that, I understand. And it seemed like the right thing to do at the time, but who knew? For now the die has been cast. The spell has been spoken. And now, you're a victim of her voodoo.